Hi bro, we are today talking about claim not on file. How to deal with this claim not on file. I just want to tell you how to write it or document this claim not on file. Basically, it is not a denial, but when the claim has been sent to the payer office and payer office, the insurance company is stating that we still didn't receive any kind of claim from your side. And but when it comes to the charge entry team and the payment posting team, they are still telling that we already sent a claim to this payer office on this specific date of service. Still, we are not received any kind of response from them. Basically, from the date of bill, when the claim has been sent to the payer, from that date to the very next 30 days, we should receive the payment from the insurance. If you are not getting any kind of payment from the insurance at that time, we need to work on that particular scenario. Most of the times, as a air caller, we used to work on the denials, but now here we need to work on these kind of denial. Basically, claim not on file is a not a denial. So it is a non-denial. It comes under as non-denial. So we need to work on this non-denial as claim not on file. So for this, at the end of the day, what we need to do is we need to document by calling to the insurance. Before calling to the insurance, there will be certain steps. I will consider it as four steps, bro. First one is pre-call analysis. Second one is call analysis. Third one is post-call analysis. Fourth one is what you need to do after the call in your host system. So basically, when you open your host system, you can find the patient accounts. If you are opening the patient account with patient account number or medical record number, whatever that your host system that you are following in your process, when you open the patient account, you can see uh, like the details when was the patient came, when was the patient billed, and when was the claim has been sent, and you can also see whether it is sent through electronically or not. Basically, uh, most of the times we can found denials on the host system, but this claim is not on file. It's not a denial, right? So we cannot find any kind of denial on this. So for this, what we need to do is first we need to check in the host system, is there any EOB received or not. Most of the times there will be a clearinghouse. We will have access for the clearinghouse, and we can check with that clearinghouse whether there is an EOB. There will be a restricted access to the clearinghouse. Let's say in our organization we do use SSI as a clearinghouse. We have very limited access to the SSI, and what we can do with the SSI is we can see the client forms like CMS 1500 or UB04 that which you are in. Like if it is a physician billing, CMS 1500, UB04 for hospital billing, and we can also see EOB. If they sent EOB to the provider, then the payment posting team will be do accordingly. The payment posting will be done accordingly. Basically, for this particular scenario, we cannot find any kind of denial. So for this, the pre-con analysis will be like, as per host system, no denial found. Why? Because it is a claim which is not received by the payer itself. So for this, we checked in the host system. So there is no denial found. Basically, as a air caller, we need to work on the denials, right? But there is no denial found. If there is any denial, we need to work on the denial. We need to write as per our system. This kind of denial is happen, and we need to explain everything. But as per host system, no denial found. This is the first step. We need to check in the host system. Then the second step is we need to check in the SSI, which is a clearinghouse which has restricted access. Checked in SSI and no EOB found. Basically, for any kind of denial, we used to get the EOB from the payer side, but we don't have any kind of access to the um, sorry. Uh, Basically, there will be a restricted access to SSI, and we can find claim form and EOB. For this particular scenario, still they are stating that we didn't receive any kind of claim on that particular date of service. Then how can they prepare EOB? So we cannot find EOB in host system. Along with that, in SSI also we are not able to find any kind of EOB in the SSI also. And most of the times for some softwares we can found EOB in host system itself. For some companies, in some companies where I do work, we do have some clearinghouse access with a limited access or restricted access, where we can see client form and EOB. I am telling you again and again, we have restricted access to the internal clearinghouse, which is called as SSI, with a very limited access to check EOB and take client form. Yeah, here checked in SSI and no EOB found. Why? Because it is no claim was unfound on file. So what else you can do is, if there is no access for you to the clearinghouse, what else you can do is, basically, everyone using availability, you can go through the availability and you can mention it checked in availability and no EOB found. Particularly for this scenario, you cannot find any kind of EOB. So you can simply state that checked in SSI. Instead of that, you can put it as checked in availability and no EOB found. After this, what you can do is, this is the pre-call analysis. We are not getting any kind of information regarding the denial, and this patient account has been billed before 30 days ago, and still now we didn't get any kind of response from the payer office. So for this, what we need to do is, we don't have any kind of denials on this claim of the patient account. We are not having any kind of EOB. So the next option is, we need to call. So to verify, called, let's say insurance name is BCBS, called BCBS at the rate to indicate that phone number, type your phone number, and spoke with SW, S slash W with represents, spoke with rep name. Let's say rep name will be Lima. She's stating that basically what we need to gather the information is, initially we used to take the information like what is the received date and what is the denial date, but there is no claim on file. So for this, they didn't receive any claim, so they didn't get any kind of received date and denial date. So rep stating that there is no claim on file. So basically, whatever the first thing that rep states, we need to mention that rep states that there was no claim on file, or there is no claim found on their system. So what you need to do is, you need to probe with rep. You cannot simply say that you still didn't receive any kind of claim, so again we will send back you the claim. We cannot say that. We need to probe with rep. Why? Because the quality analyst will check your calls. So for that, we need to probe with rep. I know, if you know the scenario, you know how to probe with rep. Basically, most of the claims have been sent through payer ID, which is in an electronic format. If the insurance company wants to send you through mailing address or fax number, it will be a paper claim. Most of the times, they will ask you for to send the claim in electronic format. So for this, probe with rep. Probe with means whatever you talk with rep. Probe with rep that client has sent on, like the claim has been sent on this particular date of service to you, to this particular payer ID. So for this, we need to write that probe with rep that client has sent on this particular date of service um, to this payer ID, and we should ask for to check, not single check, it's a double check, to double check. Again, what he will do is, on the same date of service, he put it into the system and again he double check. Even he make 10 times of check, he won't get. Once he said that there is no claim on file, 99.99% of the times, even he check it for 10 times, he didn't get any claim on that particular date of service to that particular payer. So we need to mention the date of service and along with the payer ID. and as um, he will double check it, and he will let you know. We should ask like how should we send this claim. He will definitely ask you to send again one more time. So for that time when you should ask, we cannot go blindly. We should ask like cross verify, and again states no claim found on that date of service. And what he will suggest you is, he will definitely tell you like suggested to send claim again to the payer office. So whatever the things that you want to write, you can write in very shortcut format by reducing the number of words. Just it should be understandable by others. That's enough. You don't need to write each and everything in a very grammatical way. Like is that what this? You don't need to fill with words. You need to write in a very shortcut way, and it should be understandable. That's enough. Basically, what will reps tell you? Rep will be suggested you to send the claim again to. We should check with the payer ID. Again, if you wants to send you to through payer ID, we need to take payer ID from that particular rep. If he wants to send us the claim through paper claim, then we should take fax number and mailing address. So for this, what he is suggesting, the rep is suggesting to send claim again to payer ID. So this is the conversation what we have done, whatever that we have probe with representative of the insurance company. So this is the call analysis. Now need to send the client to this particular payer ID. So this is whatever need to send the client to this particular payer ID. This will come after call analysis, post call analysis. We can say it as post call analysis. Need to send the client. So for this, we need to raise a request in the host system to the payment posting center. So they will receive our request, and again they will rebill to the same insurance company. End of the day, we will go close the call with call reference number, right? So we should mention the call reference number also before need to send the claim back or need to send the claim again. We need to mention the call reference number, bro. Before we can also get document number. If it is possible, please get the document number. They will give you the document control number. But RIP is stating like there is no claim on file, then most of the cases you may not get document number. So if you are just check with the rep, if you are, can I get any document number for this client? If he gives you, then just take it. Most of the times you don't have any kind of document number, so just whatever you get the information, just post it and need to send the claim. Put it after the call reference number. Why? Because the call reference number will becomes in the call analysis. Post call analysis, you need to write, need to send the claim, and we need to raise a request. Post call analysis is nothing but need to raise a request to the payment posting to send back the claim. To send the claim to the payer office, and end of the day you used to write like this by will be the your name and hash and the company name, like that. I think your company will follow some kind of process, so to indicate your initials that you have worked on this particular account. So post call analysis is nothing but we need to send the claim again to the payer office. This is the post call analysis. Later we need to do what we need to do in host system. We should write in it. uh, what to say, in this notes, what we need to do in this host system. We need to raise a request in host system. We should mention that one. Raise a request in host system. Okay. And you need to mention whatever the options that you are choosing while raising a request in your host system. So you need to put that request, and you need to write it as pending internal. Basically it is not pending internal, pending external. It will be like pending external. Why? Because yeah, if you raise a request, then payment posting team will receive this request by today itself or tomorrow. They will work on it. They will send the client to the payer office, and within one day it will be done. And we need to tell them how many days we need to pend this claim. Pend means pending. We can put it as 30 days, or else we can put it as one day, depending upon the process that you are following in your company. So you can pend it for one day or you can pend it for 30 days. Pend it for one day is nothing but we are raising a request in our system uh, to the payment posting team. So for that we are going to pend it for one day. If you need to pend it for the entire process, so at that time we are pending for 30 days, like the payment posting team will receive and they rebill to the same insurance company after the 30 days only. Within the 30 days of the rebill, you are getting the payment from the insurance company. So for that we are pending for 30 days. Within 30 days if you receive the uh, payment from the insurance, no issues. If you do not receive any payment from the insurance company after 30 days, again you need to work on this account, not you by some other people will work. Again, if there is an EOB, then in EOB there will be definitely a denial we can found, and they will mention what are the reasons why the claim was not paid. So we need to work on the denials, but it is not a denial, right? So for this, this will be the format of this claim not on file notes, bro. Basically for every denial I can help you with that, so you can easily crack all others. So end of the day we have reprocess, corrected claim, appeal. So I will help you how to document for reprocess, corrected claim, and appeal. So how to write, how to do. So please check with this video and please do watch, and if you are interested to learn these things, yeah bro, I will definitely help you, and you can please um, take a session along with me so I can explain you better when it was live. And yeah, please check with that, and thank you bro.